What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we'll be talking about the Vive Cosmos and everything you need to know about HTC's newest headset. So the HTC Vive Cosmos is the newest consumer VR headset from HTC. If you guys know, they did make the HTC Vive and the Vive Pro. Now what's really different about the Vive Cosmos this time around is that the 6 inside-out tracking cameras which HTC has put into the headset. Now this includes a 310-degree controller tracking, kind of similar to what the Rift S is doing, so they are competing in that inside-out tracking range when the original HTC Vive only included base stations which had insane tracking, but in fact it was kind of a hassle to hook up. Now if you guys are like me and you had the HTC Vive or Vive Pro, then you would still have your base stations lying around, and most of you probably use those base stations to buy the Valve Index, or maybe you upgraded those and you still have them lying around. Well, it does seem that you can buy an attachment for the Vive Cosmos, which basically turns it into an HTC Vive where it has the inside-out tracking removed and it just takes the information from the sensors, just like the original HTC Vive headsets did. Now this is really cool. We have the ability to change our headset, to mod it basically, and change it to whatever we want and whatever they release in the future. So this sort of attachment isn't coming until early 2020, so you're not going to be able to use the old trackers just yet, but it is going to be coming, and there's going to be a lot more stuff just like this. Now, cool part about this, if you do get this attachment to use the old sensors, then you could use, like, for example, your Valve Index controllers and have a higher resolution and a wireless VR experience with an awesome headset and using awesome controllers. I mean, that would be the perfect combo, using the original tracking with the Vive wireless adapter and using the Valve Index controllers, okay? I just thought of that right now making this video, and I can already see that being an awesome option. Moving on, it looks like HTC is going to have their own, basically, Rift home. I mean, if you have the Rift S, then you would know that you have your own personal home instead of Steam VR, or you could switch to Steam VR if you want, and it looks like it's going to be the same thing with HTC. They're going to have their own home called Vive Origin. It looks really beautiful. It's kind of cool. You can have people in it looks like, so you can hang out, so that is also another awesome feature. Also to mention that Vive Port is a really popular subscription service that HTC uses, and you can get a lot of free games basically for a really low price, and I think the Vive Port is going to be the main attraction with the Vive Origin home, so that's mostly what you're going to be seeing, and then you could switch it to Steam VR if you want to play your already installed games. Now, HTC has developed their own Oculus Touch inspired controllers. This is brand new. It's a big departure from the old sword feel design of the original HTC Vive controllers. A lot of you guys know that. They feature a dual index finger trigger design like the PS4 controller, and 2 AA batteries instead of 1 that you would find on the Oculus Touch controller. HTC is really pushing the fact that they have a higher resolution than any of the consumer headsets for the most part, not including the HP Reverb and also the Pimax, which have insane resolutions, but this is actually a little bit higher than the Valve Index, so I don't know how big the difference is going to be. Of course, I haven't tried it just yet, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference, but it is 1440 by 1700 with LCD panels, which is different from the OLED that we had back in the original HTC Vive, which allows higher pixel density so you can get rid of that screen door effect. The Vive Cosmos supports a 90Hz refresh rate display and the standard 110 FOV, which makes it not as innovative as the Valve Index, which supports frames up to 144 Hz and a larger field of view, but it is indeed higher than the Oculus Rift S, which only supports 80 Hz and around the same FOV. Now, the interesting part about this headset is that it's basically the Rift S, but better. I mean, it has more cameras, it has a higher refresh rate, you can have wireless VR, higher resolution. I mean, if you are willing to spend the extra $300, I think you should get this headset rather than the Rift S, because you can really use the Revive, which, you can get the exclusive Oculus games through that system, and with the controllers being really similar to the Oculus Touch controllers, I think you can really have a smooth experience with Revive. So I would recommend, if you are willing to spend the extra $300, to get this headset. I mean, it just makes sense, and it has the same halo design, it has more capabilities, you can move the headset up, so you can see the real world. It is really cool what they are doing with this headset. Now, I was mentioning wireless VR, and they also mentioned back in the day about this option to integrate your phone with the headset so you can have this wireless experience. Now, we didn't know anything about this, and they haven't commented on what's going to be happening with this feature. Maybe they stopped doing it, but from the information that I've read, that they're still talking about it, and it's just not releasing when the headset releasing. They're still developing this software, whatever it is, to make it where you can play games from your phone or make the headset wireless from your phone. I don't know how they're going to make this work. Maybe it's some sort of streaming thing, but it is still up in the air right now. So in 2019, roughly 1/3 of the VR headsets using Valve Steam are HTC Vives, which makes sense. I mean, it's the original OG headset, and it's a lot cheaper now, where you get, the base stations, the controllers, and the headset for just $500. Vive eventually dropped the price, so we already knew that, and now they have discontinued it, and it's going to be replaced by the Vive Cosmos starting at $699. So you guys can get this headset right now. You can pre-order it and get the Vive Cosmos on October 3rd. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, go down, leave a like, and subscribe. I know a few of you guys are actually purchasing this device. I know a lot of us have already spent our money on these headsets, so we don't really have enough money to spare on getting this awesome headset, but let me know what you think. Are you going to be getting the Vive Cosmos, or are you going to be sticking with your new Oculus Quest, Valve Index, or Rift S? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.